I'm collecting 999 of every stackable item in Stardew Valley. Today I want to talk about the Statue of Blessings, the most expensive craftable item in the game. This item alone counts for 1/3 of the total items I need for the entire challenge. To make just one Statue of Blessing, you need 999 stone, 999 fiber, 999 sap, and 333 moss. That's about 1 million stone, fiber, and sap I need to collect to make 999 of them. That's a lot, but I've already gathered it. For stone, I deconstructed staircases I bought with jade from the desert trader. With each staircase giving 99 stone, I needed just over 10,000 staircases. That's a lot of jade, but I filled my desert with crystallariums and I harvested them twice a week. I needed staircases for other reasons as well. Then I set up a bunch of deconstructors with hoppers and set them up on my farm where I passed often. By picking them up every time I passed, I passively collected them as I went about my other work. Fiber was very similar. You can buy grass starter at Pierre's, which deconstructs for 10 fiber each. Putting aside the cost of buying nearly 100,000 grass starter, it costed about 10 million if you're curious. There's 10 times as many things to deconstruct, which means it would take 10 times longer than stone, which would have been more efficient to do passively over decades. However, even I get impatient sometimes. I filled Cinder Sap Forest with enough deconstructors and hoppers so that I would not have to worry about downtime, and I spent over an entire season in-game collecting fiber every day, all day. It took a lot of work, but I finally finished it. Sap was also an ordeal. 1.6 made it so that tapped mahogany trees give an average of 7.5 sap per day. Sadly, heavy tappers didn't increase this at all. I set up the Ginger Island farm area to have nearly 300 trees with tappers. This gave me about 2,300 sap per day I collected it. Even with all of that, I had to collect from them over 430 times, or around 4 years in-game. This became my morning chore for a long time, but we eventually got it done. So with all of this difficulty, you must think we're done, right? Nope. Interestingly, stone, fiber, and sap are the easy part. Getting 333 stacks of moss is my nightmare. Moss might be the single most time-consuming item in this entire challenge. I have set up tree farms made of mostly mossy trees in the desert and in 2 separate places on Ginger Island, the farm and the northern area by the volcano. I collect them every 2 weeks and I get a grand total of 999 moss each time. With 333,000 moss needed, it will take me about 333 harvests, or more than 40 years of collecting moss. The green rain seems like it would be helpful, but it turns out not to be worth it, as it only comes once per year and only works in the valley. That's somehow not even the worst part. Since there are a bunch of other items that require moss, none of the moss I've collected so far has gone toward the Statue of Blessings, which means that on the moss front, I'm not even at the starting line yet. The Statue of Blessings being finished will mark a huge point in the challenge, and I can't wait to get there.